Hi, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another episode, Just a Thought today. And I'm so excited for this one. Because, as I told you, I'm going to be talking about my church, where I am, about the Fern45, and about the floods, Texas floods. That's another thing there. Gosh. There's so many things that I wanted to say about my church. I can't get enough of it. And I first started going to this church name. It's called Crosswinds Fernley, a church assembly of God, and which I am a member. I've been going there for over 2 years, and it's such a nice little place. Little church, not big, not huge, not a big old campus, but it is growing. It's growing, and it's led by our amazing pastor, Wes Sheely, who came from Medford, Oregon, but is originally from Santa Cruz, and is also a Niners fan. So I knew there was stuff to write about him. So and what I love most about my pastor is his love, his passion, his realness, and just raw ability, his love for God, and what he can do, his real intentions, his drive, his commitment, and it just really makes you think, just stepping outside your comfort zone, and just he's very engaging, which is great, because the first time when we were looking for a new pastor, he's been there for a few months now, and yeah, I remember the first time saw him when we were going through the process. Every candidate was in search at the time, and he came in one Sunday, and he had this sermon, which he was talking about his when he was a basketball referee in Oregon, and his one of his friends, who is going through cancer, and who it just affected me in such a way, not only physically, mentally, but spiritually, and just because it drew me to tears, it just came right to my heart, and because I was thinking about time and committing time, that you have, just devoting yourself to the ones you love, the people there, and just made me think of my brother at the time. It's really hit me to a place, that one place, it just changed. He takes a scripture and tells a great story, it made it so we can relate to it, because the Bible itself is hard to read. But that's why we call it a study. So, so we have our own ways to study into the Bible, knowing where to start, and that sermon was just really affected me, and I knew it was like, he is the one, Pastor West is the one. So, and he's so engaging. He sees value in everybody he meets, You can be there for 20 years, or you can just be there for the first time. He'll just step right up, just like see you, the person, and just gets to know you in your story, because everyone has a story, they're going through stuff, and I was definitely going through stuff, and we are going through stuff, so, and that's why all the more reason to keep engaging in the Word in God, not just going to Sunday services, but applying what you learn from that day and through your life for the rest of the week, and and it's like it changes you. The Crosswinds Fernley changes you. This church is wonderful. It's just, I know it's a small church, but it's a church. Just like the whole. It's the people as a whole, and yeah, I know I preach a lot about I know I talk a lot about my faith, you know, and on my posts and outside, you know, to certain people, you know, just whether it be my work or around my family, it's really who I am. Is like I'm not gonna apologize for that. Hence the shirt. So and really is a great place to be. You know, just like it's so warm. You're just like a family. You're like a family there, and it's really a beautiful place to be. You know, just if you have any questions, anything that you want to know about this, our church, about who we are, go to crosswindsfernley.com. You know, just look at days when we have our services, you know, what we're all about, and the events that we're having in the future. And this month we're going to an Aces game, and then next month we're going to for a pool like a little pool party to celebrate the summer, you know, to celebrate family and fellowship and create more fellowship. You know, that's because that's what it's all about. It's about fellowship, building relationships, and that's beautiful. So, and that's what Jesus wanted too, and that's great. And also just what we're on the mission field. That's what it is. He wants us to be the church outside. So, which hence I've talked about in few episodes ago about this place, about this organization called Church Under the Tree, in which people in Kenya are building and planting churches all around Kenya, and we're for the past several weeks we've been raising money to build churches in Kenya because they need it big time. You know, there's they're very so love of God, so filled with the love of God, but they don't have a place. They just have a tree. You know, it's like every Sunday, they have services under a tree. Sometimes there's one or maybe two little brick and mortar places. So go to YouTube. If you're seeing us on YouTube, go to their YouTube channel, Church Under a Tree, and just take a look at that video and you'll see what I mean. And we're raising money, raising funds, you know, for this mission to build churches, to plant churches under a tree, to plant churches in Kenya. And it's a beautiful thing that just lit me up in such a way. It's like you want to be involved, you know. It's just like it's way beyond our little town, you know, not just Fernley, Nevada, but in the whole world. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Just go to Church Under a Tree YouTube video and you'll see what I mean, and just have more information about that organization and what they're all about as well. And so far we've almost planted 3 churches so far, and which in Kenya it costs almost $5,000 per church. So we're now almost at that 3 churches. So we're gonna keep that going. So it's a beautiful thing. So, and with the sermons, I take notes. You know, just apply that to every day, and every morning it just inspires me to be that person. Just like have that childlike faith. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a great thing. And this is what I did from this past Sunday. This is what I wrote. This is what I dwell in, you know, because in the beginning I was like listening and just go about my day and just like, and now if I feel convicted, feel inspired, I just have to look at this and then look at this. So just be inspired. Don't apologize for being who you are in Christ. Okay? And this is what I do every morning. Every morning when I wake up. This is it. This is where I sit. This is where I am every single morning. And which brings me to this TheFern45 and what they stand for. If you haven't seen, if you don't know about TheFern45, it's a great organization that honors vets and helping them adapt to civilian life. Just because they're struggling, just like everyone else in this whole country, not just in here, but in every other city in the country. And so it was started in 2015 to help veterans in their time of need, because we got to take care of them, because like they took care of us when they gave their lives for our freedoms. They sacrificed themselves for our freedoms, and we need to honor that. So, which entails with the Fern45 poker run, which is held every November, and also we have every month or so, or every 2 months, we have this thing called Java and Comrades, where where they have events at certain places to help bring awareness to vets, and other places, things that you could do to help them out, as they have various sponsors that we can do. And also right now they're doing my friend Julianne Holt, who is actually a realtor, and as her father proudly served in the Navy for 20 years. They're doing this thing called Drench, Donate, and Nominate, to where you can donate how much you want to the Fern45 to help vets in need. So go on their website, TheFern45.org, and just get for more information on that. So it's wonderful. It's a wonderful organization. You can just look on there and just for more information, different sponsors, just what they're all about, and which is co-founded by a wonderful lady, Sherry Walsh, who I met in person. Such a lovely person, amazing person, just has a heart full of gold, and just wants to dedicate their time just to helping others, helping vets in need, and just what they call it. And with this Drench, Donate, and Nominate is for Donate to Heartbeats, which helps, either give by appliances, pay for their rent, food, whatever they need, so they don't have to struggle. They deserve a lot of our time and a lot of our respect, and all of our respect. So that's what the Fern45. So for more information, go to fern45.org, and you'll have that information there. And they're also on Facebook and on Instagram. So check them out. So also now, which leads me to our verse of the week. The verse of the week is from the sermon I was at from this past Sunday's sermon, which is more appropriate following this the Fern45. So helping others says, Love the Lord, from Matthew 22 verses 37 and 39. Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. And the second is like it. Second greatest commandment is like it. This is like, he's talking about commandments. He says, love your neighbor as yourself. We're all neighbors. It doesn't have to be a house. It could be the person standing right next to you, because that's your neighbor. That's your person that you're helping. You just love them with all your heart, no matter what they're going through. They may be going through something, so you gotta love them with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul. And love your neighbor as yourself. Treat them with the most respect, with kindness, compassion, and dignity, because that's just what we do. And with what's going on right now, we need that love and compassion for each and every one. So that's just a thought for today, and thank you so much for watching this episode, and go and like, subscribe, and share this episode. And if you missed any of the episodes, go on my YouTube channel just to check out, get yourself all caught up. And thank you so much for your time, guys. Be safe and have a wonderful day.